Hello, my name is Sumedha Widydharma. It's quite close. Yeah, and I'm going to present exactly this. Let's get started. I have a little overview. How's this? Who, what, how, why, and now what? Okay, my name is Sumedha Widydharma. I'm a developer and system integrator at Basiscom GmbH in Darmstadt. So what exactly did I do? I spent a short stint in Node.js land, and so I got to know the Node.js require mechanism. For those of you who haven't used it, it's a module loading mechanism for JavaScript. Like you can say require some module and get a condensed functionality, kind of libraries for JavaScript. It's a very convenient way to structure your code in JavaScript. I found personally, if you have to write JavaScript, modularization is a very nice feature. And I mean, there is import and Qt include in QML JavaScript, I know that, but this really grew on me, and I wanted to see if I could bring that to JavaScript, and I wanted to try another little thing and not use C++ for the underlying thing. I also know that you're not supposed to do pure QML JavaScript applications, but I mean, people are going to do it anyway. So I intended it for usage in the QML JavaScript files, so not from QML files directly. I just wanted to be able to write real JavaScript applications in QML. The code I pushed upstream, it actually works in Qt 5.4 QML scene, so you can just try it if you want to. And it, there's something like, it's called NPM. It's a registry for modules for Node. It's a vast resource for libraries of all kinds, written, some written in pure JavaScript, some written with native parts in them, and some of those actually work with this implementation. That was one of the goals was I wanted to use Event Emitter 2, which is, I know I could have used signal slots, but I wanted to try if I could use it, and that was one of my goals, was to just get that working. So how would you use a thing like this? This is an example using a real life NPM module. It uses underscore. You need a QML file and a JavaScript file. In this case, the QML file is just a container, but of course you could interact with the JavaScript file. So there's just an alias item, and you import the main.js as M. In the main.js, we have this strange import. I could have thought of some ways to make this a little nicer, but I wanted to put it in its own scope, and this was the quickest way I could think of. And after you have done the first two lines, you can actually just use it. This is typically how you use underscore. It's like a kitchen sink of functionality, and this works. So you can just do this. This is how you would use the library once you've cloned the thing. How does it work internally? Require searches a certain paths on your systems for certain structures of directories and files, like module name index.js is searched, or module name.js. There's a lot of these things. Some are straightforward. There are also different paths on the systems. I only use a local Node module path, not a system include path or something like that. If you've used Node, you might know what that is. If not, it doesn't really matter. So if I would say require test, it would build these candidate lists like Node module test index.js, and so on. And then it would use Qt include to try to load these candidates, and if it succeeds, then everything is good. If it fails on the first try, it just iterates through the list until it has found something, or it hasn't found something, and then it tells you there's a library I can load. It also caches good paths, because some of these things are requiring submodules in their own file hierarchy. So if they have relative includes, then it will work with this, because it will build new candidates with paths where it has already found some modules. After that, you get the exports of the module, and you can just use them as in the underscore example. So why would you do something like this? Mostly because I can. I mean, I'm on the fence if I like JavaScript or not. I mean, so if you want to just get something working quickly or try new ideas, so I think it's a wonderful environment, and we have lots of those. I mean, we have QML and JavaScript. You can quickly do visual stuff on a lot of platforms, so I think that's a really neat way to get going. Node.js is an interesting thing for server-side programs written in pure JavaScript. I mean, I really love, when I was working with Node.js, I really loved the testability and all the tools that the community and the system give you to write and run tests. It was so effortless, and in the workflow, that's the thing I really liked. And it's here to stay. I mean, JavaScript-only applications are already a reality. And QML JavaScript is really appealing to a lot of people who might not have the programming experience with C++ or something like that. So it's a really shallow entry-level point. And web developers and beginners and a lot of other people I could think of, they will just start off this way. And modularization, if you give them the possibility to build modules in their code, it will lead to better code in general, I guess. It's not a necessity, but so this was more of a thought experiment. I mean, it was an experiment, and I deem it successful, although it doesn't fully cover all of it's an approximation of the required mechanism. It's not really an implementation of all the features that it has. It works for some real-life examples. I had to build in some browser-specific hacks, like declare some variables in the import scope, so some modules would look for, I don't know, window or process or something like that. I would just mock them to get things going. You shouldn't use this as is. I mean, you can check it out, you can look at it, you can play around with it, but the real solution would probably be to implement ECMAScript 6 module support in the JavaScript engine which QML is using, or if that's not viable because the spec is not ready and all of those problems, you would probably implement it in C++ and expose it as a real module which could actually look for the files instead of blindly including them and hope for the best. Where can you get it? You can get it in my Bitbucket. Very straightforward. I guess you can download the slides later if you really want to have a look at it. And I think I might have been a little quick, so thank you very much. I'm already through. My name is Sumedha Widydharma. You can reach me at my email address, or you can visit me at booth number 1 at the Basiscom booth. Thank you very much.